season. Yeah! Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everybody. So, by the noise, what kind of introduction is that, by the way?
I don't know. Hi. Okay. Yes. This morning I'm joined by the amazing, dark-skinned, tall gentleman who looks like the life of a big boy is treating him real good. It's James Silas.
Yeah! Look at this one.
It's James.
What? Shame on you, Oris.
James.
James what?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you really thought it was about you?
Naturally.
Save the chest beating for something else. James Silas is in the studio.
Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm right here. Everybody, good morning, Lagos. Compliments for the season.
And I love the fact that, are you guys now like what's the word? Synchronizing outfits for your James and Oris show?
I beg your pardon.
Is that what's
No.
happening?
It looks a little cool.
Because
actually.
why are you guys like complimenting each other in pink?
No.
Somewhat, right?
Yes, pink and white, pink and black.
It's an error.
Not deliberate.
And meanwhile, so the reason Oris was beating his chest is because for once he has entered the studio without his cap, and apparently Oris is a fine boy
He's
underneath
bald.
that.
He's always been a pretty boy. Okay,
I
good.
didn't know that.
Here we go. Anyway, good morning, Lagos. Let's let the vanity go away, please.
Oh my
Good morning,
God.
Lagos. Hi, Sope, and hi, James. Remember, we used to sing the house. Wow.
No, I'm just going to be watching your forehead this time. It's a beautiful forehead. Check it out up on youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos. I can't do more for your market than this, Oris, because
I mean, I'll take it.
I was stunned.
I'll take it.
I was like, this guy's looking a little different today. What's up with what's going on? Anyway, so we've also got you. So make sure you join the conversation up on the live chat. Leave your comments up on YouTube and send your WhatsApp messages into 0809 440 981. Whilst you can go over to Twitter with the hashtag Grapevine981. So today's song, I'm really looking forward to the analysis of this.
Sope, why today? Why are you particular about the analysis
Simi
of
is
today?
such a popular artist. She's got lots of fans. She brings out good music. I'm just waiting to see what you have to say about her Christmas offering. So this one is called Christmas Something, and we're gonna play a clip for it. And if you haven't heard it, it came out like 5 days ago. If you haven't heard it, here is your chance to hear a little bit of it, and then we'll be back for Oris and James's review on this song. Thank you.
Check that one. Okay, check it.
Is that her?
YouTube.
Okay,
Okay, that's one.
that's fine.
This is the wrong one. I was like, this is really good. This is the wrong one. Yeah, and Obi has put in the wrong thing. Well, guys, this is how we do. So, what I'm going to do now is do something that I don't like to do. Huh?
Is this this one, though?
No, don't worry. We will do it. Calm down.
To click on YouTube, right?
I'm like, I didn't hear this one. I don't know this one.
Yeah.
Yo, don't worry. Okay, sorry, I'm going back on. So, you get to listen to Lady Donnelly, Pan-African rock star, just for a second, and or actually, this one's called Hello Lady from Pan-African rock star, and then we'll be back with Simi, Christmas Something, very quickly.
So what really happened? His name is wrong.
No, that's the song, just that's the cue. So she has to
I
get up on
put the wrong one in, so I'm gonna like.
Monster C, are you there? How far? That is hostile guy. Nonsense.
Aha, okay.
Where has he been though? Sope, what's the story? You know, where is Mr. C?
This is it. He's away for December. Okay, here we go. And this is how you know they pay me money for things.
Of course.
Love music. Love life.
Huh? Why are you now not playing?
Christmas, everybody.
Took a while, but we're there.
It took a while.
She doesn't want to hear what this has to say. This is me saying like, no, this Steven James wants us today. No, I don't think.
No, I'm going to tone down. I'm not going to sing something else.
Okay, no, I was wondering. Actually, I even forgot that I had put it to play before the show,
Oh, okay.
as I do, so that people will hear the full thing. I was not listening to Lady Donnelly. I was like, oh, who's the Lady Donnelly? And forgetting that it was me.
Oh well. Why did you put Lady Donnelly though? What was it?
I put Simi.
Okay, but was it cute?
Yes, I put
understand it. The only song
The
though.
name is Simi.
So that means, yeah,
The
so it's back
audio
in
is-
That's what I was saying earlier. That's what I'm saying. Speaker don't come. They make the thing sound
No,
better than it is.
Not him, guy. Forget.
Alright.
This speaker now, cheat code. You play portable this thing.
Ah?
I'm just saying.
What did you say? Studio. No.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, we're in. Okay, there you go. There's the real song for our discussion today. Simi, Christmas something. Yes, okay, gentlemen, straight over to you for your take, your thoughts. In fact, I'm gonna let the song continue to play underneath.
No,
Ladies first.
no, James, James, the lady first.
Ladies first.
James.
So, I'll go. So let me tell you, I like this song, I like this song because I'm a Simi fan. But ordinarily, like, if I have to be sincere, it didn't really hit the way I was expecting it to hit. Alright? Okay, I really don't like it like that. I like Christmas, but I really don't like the song like that. You know, I just feel like it lacked there's this excitement that I was expecting from, or I expect from a Christmas song. There's just this excitement. I feel like there's something I just feel that I needs to be, like, you know, when you're hungry and you something or thirsty and you know you want to quench your thirst. This song did not do it for me. I like Simi. I'm a big Simi fan. Okay, but you know,
Why didn't it?
when
do
I
it
think
for
of
you?
Christmas, just the way it was, from the production, the the beat, to the way she delivered the song. I don't know if it's also about the songwriting. It just didn't make it for me. I don't think I'll remember this song like any Christmas season. I just won't remember the song. Do you understand? It would have been. I'm not going to tell her how she's going to make her music. Or I've heard a couple of.
I will tell her.
I've heard a couple of Christmas songs. Do you understand? Especially when it comes to making Christmas music from Africa or
I
Nigeria.
was gonna say, because I'm always on the hunt for like new Christmas
understand?
African themed, and Nigeria
Yes.
brought Christmas music.
So
Well,
not this one for me.
yeah, I mean, to me, I think this is just a bad attempt at a cash grab at Christmas. That's what it is. I think everybody knows now that if you do a great Christmas song every year, I mean, Mariah Carey has shown us the way. You probably will have like this amount of money to show up every Christmas. I think everybody wants to attempt to pull that off. But this is just vastly uninspired. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
From Simi, and I've thought that frankly, that since I think it was the second album, the Simi solo album, there's something that's happened to Simi's songwriting that has just not quite been as good as it was back in the day. I do not know if it's the pressures of life. I do not know if it's just, you know what, I've gotten to this level, and so anything I do now, it's entirely fine. But yeah, I've considered her songwriting really, really poor, and this is just like the latest example of the poverty in lyrics.
I'm blinking, I'm blinking. I'm not going to say anything.
Wait, what
else.
did you just say? The word of lyrics?
Poverty.
I mean, let's just say deficiency.
I said poverty. I know,
Terrible.
and I know what the
Not
word
that
means.
terrible. Deficiency.
My brain keeps stopping every time he says it. I don't know what to say.
No, I just know, but
You
think
guys
about it,
agree?
and you know, something James had mentioned. I mean, we are focusing on the
Poverty in
songwriting and
lyrics.
on the vocals, you know, but I think that something James mentioned is important as well. The beat is totally uninspiring. It's not a song that's I don't think it's just registered like 0, you know. So by next year we are through with this, and in fact I hope
It's
that's
not going to live
like,
on in our Christmas memories, huh?
I don't even think it live up to, what's today's date?
22nd.
I don't think it live up to Christmas.
Wow.
So
My
this,
God.
no. I'm serious. It's just not a good song. And Simi, I love you. At least I love your Simi solo
I
album.
swear, I'm a
but
Simi fan.
I don't know.
It's difficult for me to say.
This
but,
one is a big miss.
you know,
And I think it's just because she wanted to cash grab at Christmas, and it has failed.
we don't know if it has
end.
failed though.
I said what I said.
you
It's
know.
let's see. I mean, we can see the views at some point, but nah, this is just not good.
Okay, we move on. We move on.
We should move on. We should move on.
Yes, let's move on. Let's move on before with the dead body gets even deader. All right, so Hugh Jackman has talked about making his latest film, The Son, and he talked about how he was a hot mess while making it, because in this film he plays a lawyer and he's got a teenage son, and he's suffering depression, and so he said that returning to acting after not working during the lockdown caused him anxiety, and this is something that I've seen a lot of people like dealing with in terms of how they start discovering stuff about themselves while they're in the middle of creating. And they'll be writing a story about somebody maybe dealing with depression. They're like, wait a second, why does this feel so real to me? And then they now realize that they have some of the hallmarks. I remember there was this author who talked about writing about someone with who was autistic, who was on the spectrum. And then she realized that when she was researching, all the hallmarks were there, that she actually had a number of those. So it's quite interesting when I see stuff like that. But what do you guys think about this?
Well, I think it's one thing for a writer to say that, and it's another for an actor to say it. I haven't seen this film, so I hope it's not one of those, during the end of the year, everybody in Hollywood remembers that, oh, Oscars are coming, so let us do films that are like, in quote, serious. Now, suddenly, the Marvel movies, all of those movies now take like a little bit of a backseat, and then we're trying to do some serious drama. So I don't know if that's the case here, and if Hugh just saying this because, well, we want to sell tickets. I'm hoping that's not the case. But if it is the case, it's Hollywood.
Is Hugh Jackman? Would it be the case?
Of course, it can be the case. He's an actor, man.
No,
he's an actor.
Marketing.
Exactly.
No.
I'm not.
It's Hugh Jackman.
Shople's trying to make it like this guy. This guy's like a saint.
He's above such
They
things.
are all the same.
No,
They are
but,
all
guys,
the same.
let's not forget that if you read further, that
Yes.
he was talking about even his personal experience. Like, he didn't even have time to grieve his late father who died.
Yes, he mentioned that.
So I feel like
don't know,
it's
man.
possible. It's possible.
I
but
mean, it's possible.
we will not rule out the fact that these guys are actors and they can pull up anything to
Exactly.
just, to make it
let us sell this. Let us sell this thing. So I don't know until I see the film, because I know again that there are films calculated by studios in Hollywood to get Oscar love, but I also know some of them actually fail as well. You are reaching for this incredibly serious, incredibly touching story. However, it just comes out as incredibly sentimental.
Oh, meanwhile,
Which
have
is
you watched
good.
Emancipation?
To me. Which?
Emancipation.
As
I
anybody?
haven't. It has come.
Is it on Apple yet?
Yes,
Yes, it should be.
I've seen it.
I don't
Like
think.
I'm supposed
Are
to
you
just
sure?
press play, but I haven't watched it.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
Wait, is Apple, by the way, is
So,
Apple legally available? Apple in Nigeria?
Why are we
Yes.
Apple
asking,
Plus
why are we
legally.
asking this
Let me
question?
ask James.
Yes,
Ask it off air, my good friend. But you know what I'm going to say? Will gave us gifts, the gifts of Christmas and 2 months of free watching to watch this thing. I was one of the people that got his
I
gift.
benefited, eh?
Yes,
Good.
he gave us a link.
Me
We went
too.
to the link. We
Yeah.
got you too.
Yeah.
So I have not watched
These
it still.
guys.
Up
Oris
on
is
the free
calculating in
gift.
his
I'm like, these guys.
Oh,
What are
this
these
is
guys saying?
Send me the link.
Honestly,
Send me the
like,
link.
why did nobody send me the link?
How is this a film and I didn't get the link anyway?
But so I still have not watched it. I watched other things.
Yeah, I just looked at it there.
It's
The,
there.
Yeah,
the cover,
but that's the
cover
thing. So,
picture.
but what is the problem? Do you guys have an issue with the slave narrative? Or do you have
No,
an issue with Will
nothing.
Smith? What is? No, I'm asking.
Oh no,
Chopin.
I don't have an issue with Will Smith.
Okay, so it's the slave narrative.
You cannot
You
cannot keep somebody down for one.
I will
film.
keep him down.
We're-
I'm sorry,
we're
man.
not,
I'll keep it down because I have not been swayed by his apologies. I will keep him down.
What's your own? What's your
I
own?
haven't been swayed.
Okay.
Nobody cares about
Look,
you.
no, well, I care about me, and so here's the thing.
No,
I think
but
that
you're
when
allowed to.
yeah, I think that when an artist or anybody at all, two things I can't forgive: crime,
Can you imagine this
provoked
guy?
crime, and violence. And this man was violent at the biggest stage
Yeah, but
of
he
his
has
career and
apologized.
of no, but have you seen the apologies? Have you?
No, hold on, no.
I haven't been swayed by any of them, and until Chris says, you know what, it's fine, it ain't fine.
Are you Chris's manager?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Until Chris says it's fine, it's not fine because I honestly don't think any of the things he's done. Did you see the interview with Trevor Noah where
A
he
little
was?
bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So he was talking about he had to forgive himself. I'm like,
20.
who cares about you, man? Forgive yourself. I don't care about you. I care about Chris Rock.
No,
Forgive yourself for slapping somebody in public.
Here's
Nah,
the thing.
please, man.
No. Forgiveness is
I don't
a
buy
two-way
it.
street.
I don't buy
Forgiveness is a two-way street, and you have to forgive.
Yes, sorry,
yourself.
but I'm more interested in being on the streets that has to do with Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Okay.
Exactly, not Will Smith streets. I don't care
No,
about the
see,
streets.
for me, I'm like, okay, that's the whole point of jail. It is punishment and rehabilitation.
Where's the jail? He
also-
hasn't been anywhere. If
He's
he was
been in
arrested,
public jail now.
if he was arrested on that night, I will feel a lot better.
You don't know
about
that
this, by
public
the way.
shaming jail is still a jail.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't.
You see that people will
I
now
don't.
try and come back, and then everybody will beat them down with their words.
But this
and
man
then
hasn't
move
even
on.
suffered enough.
You think?
What is wrong with this guy?
What would you-
Wait,
He
chill.
hasn't.
Oh, so
Also, let's not forget that when he was talking to what's his name, Trevor,
Mhm.
saying that people should not use something that he did, what in that particular scenario or situation, to now judge. Think about what happened during the slave trade. I know you were not there, but
I
our great
wasn't, by the
grandparents
way.
were there.
No, well,
And
I don't think so. To be
so
honest,
let's
we are probably on
celebrate-
the.
let's celebrate freedom. That's what he said. Let's celebrate freedom.
No, the one thing he said
Instead
that
of
the one
holding
thing he said that I think that makes sense is that this is what's it, Antoine
Antoine
Fuqua's
Fuqua.
masterpiece.
Mm.
And it's unfortunate that because of his actions, Antoine is not going to get as much love as he probably would
Yeah.
have. You know,
And-
so that I understand that. However, I'm like, you should be a man to understand that it is you who has caused this. It's not me. It's not because I don't want to see your movie. It's because you did something. So it's not. So he was making it sound like it's a fault of the viewers who don't want to see Antoine's big film.
Mm.
I'm like, no. If he didn't do anything, we won't be here.
Yeah.
The man needs to take responsibility. That's what I'm saying.
So for me, right, I'm just thinking about Kevin Spacey, and do you remember the Rockefeller film? The Rockefeller family
The
film.
film?
Yes.
What was
Okay,
it called?
I've seen
It was, I can't remember what it was called.
Which one?
With the
About-
kidnapping.
Or is that not the one about the Getty family instead?
Oh, was it the Getty family?
The one where they
No,
kidnapped and the
I
guy
don't
was
know.
like, you
There
can
was
take
some-
the
It
you
was,
can take
they
the
were
son.
kidnapped. Michelle, what's her face was in it. They were kidnapped. Somebody was kidnapped. Yeah, that one. About the big family anyway. It might have been the Getty family. This house shopper doesn't know her families. But yeah, and now they were like, okay, we'll just get another actor, but they couldn't do that for this one.
It
You
was the
have
Getty
to
family.
remember.
It was the Getty family.
Thank
That's
you.
it, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Oris. We are start talking about the same film. But they couldn't do that for this one, right? And for me, it is about the fact that filmmaking is a collaborative effort. Before it gets to the screen, so many hundreds of people have and companies have put their all into it.
Yes,
Well,
and
hopefully
one
they
man is
put
ready.
their all
And
into
one
it.
man is ready to ruin it.
Is
so-
it one man that is
One
going to ruin all of their efforts? Just paste a
Fingers
sticker
crossed.
over his face on every screen, and then watch the rest of the watch the rest of the film if that's how you feel. We gotta take a break, but we'll be back, and I'll be reading your messages up on WhatsApp on 0809 440 981.
Speaking of, you know that there's and it's not in the it's not on the list today, but
Okay.
they've released the 10 categories, the short list for 10 categories at the Oscars, and I don't think I saw emancipation in it, by the way.
Hey,
Which
God.
No, wait.
What
Were
I'm
we
saying-
expecting emancipation to be on this?
yeah, because that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think so.
saying. Look, the thing is, emancipation was created specifically for the Oscars to get Oscar love. It's not because of
Yeah,
making
it
like
was,
3
it
billion,
was, it
whatever.
was.
They know it's only get 3 billion, but they're trying to get like Antoine Fuqua, who is a black man, of course, trying to get a movie that is respected by his peers, which is what the Academy is about to get. So that's why this film was done. And you know, like 12 Years a Slave, which actually swept a bunch
Yes.
of films. That's kind of what this was trying to position to be. Unfortunately, I feel like with this 10 categories released, and I didn't say immigration there, I wonder if
I'm looking,
other categories would even have.
I'm looking.
I
I'm
think I
looking.
doubt it very much that other
Oh,
categories
wait,
would
well,
have.
okay.
Check
no.
that out.
Would
He
have
wasn't
that
banned,
film.
was he?
It was banned for 10 years. He can't
It
attend the
was.
ceremony.
He can't attend.
But
Yes, but he can get nominated.
What can-
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can't.
you know, his films can get nominated, but the problem is, I don't think people in the Academy will want to reward him at all after what happened this year.
This is not him.
He's not there,
Who's
right?
best director? Which one is to reward him?
What are you saying? He's still the face of this
I
thing.
know.
It's unfortunate, my
Get
friend.
out of punch this one. Lord.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
He's
Chris,
not
you take
there.
responsibility. He's not there.
It's
The
not
film is not
there.
there at
It's
all.
not
Right?
there at
Exactly. It's
all.
not there. So that is not even consideration. It's not even under consideration
Oh.
for those 10 categories.
And that was the whole point of this film.
Yeah, of course.
So the reason I don't want to watch it is not that I don't want to watch it. I will watch it at
Oh,
some
you-
point, but
Do you want to watch?
not that I don't want to. I'm not that I don't
We are
want
tired
to
of
watch
black
it.
people getting flogged in movies.
Yes, basically. Even Lupita didn't really. I was just like, oh man, what's another one? It's just tiring.
Like, let's
Fair.
let go of that story, man. We've seen enough.
I mean, no,
And
there's
it's funny
so, there's
that
so,
I-
we've been doing it in
there's
the
part
so
of his
many
career.
stories of
Yeah.
that kind to
Also
tell. But
perspective.
it's the fact that those are the stories that always make it to Oscars.
Mm.
It's like, give me something else.
And when they give you
Give
more
me the
light.
story
They
of
did
a
give it- they
very
did give it
rich
more
black
light.
person who descends into evil.
There are like two
and
of them
I
in
don't
the world
know.
so far, so commenting about it. There are two people
I'm just saying, give me a different
Such a
kind
minority
of story.
story, man.
Give
Such a
me a
minority
different
story.
kind of story.
I think I should just say this tonight or something. Because it's just
What,
there. I was
what
just thinking,
situation?
like, okay, should I
I'm
press
just
play?
like, man,
You know.
I feel like there's a special like 2-second interval in every 148 hours in which I'm like, okay, I may be able to watch a slave film.
He's slave.
Yeah.
Like look at
Did you see Django?
according to him, he says it's
Oh yeah, Django
he says it's a
was-
film about freedom, by the way. That's what he claims.
Well, that's the excuse. That's
Eh,
That's what he
yeah,
said.
that's
That
marketing
it's
line
not
now.
a slave film. Because
That's
think
marketing
about
line
it,
now.
Chris
Why
Will
are
hasn't
you like
done
this?
this. Hasn't done a slave film all of his career because he didn't want to actually do it. And then finally, because you know,
Okay, right,
Quentin
back
has
in
actually asked him for Django, by the way. He said no.
Exactly. Studio. Oh, what would Django have been with? Yeah, let's move on. So we've been having a very interesting conversation. If you weren't on YouTube, you can always go catch the replay about films and slavery and Will Smith. Okay, let's take a look at what's any song. Oh, all right. Victor Show has come in with one on Simi's song. Well, actually, on any song, any Christmas song. He says any song that will knock vintage Christmas songs off their perch will need more time in the studio.
True.
Yeah.
Very true, very true.
All right. So, meanwhile, just to bring that conversation back on air, yeah, it's not about Will Smith for me. It's more about not watching Emancipation. It's more about the subject matter. Yes. There are many amazing stories of where you can put them freedom or slavery, whichever
That's
one.
what
But it's not about
Will says.
slaves, Abi.
It says
Yeah.
it's a freedom story, not a slave story.
So there are many of those, but there are many stories still to be told. But also, my brain has enough space for just a few. Let's move on.
And you said you wanted a rich black man story.
I want a different kind of story, okay? I want like a different, and yes, Wakanda is sure Black Panther,
Ew.
but
Ew. I said ew.
Wow.
Nobody's going to give Black Panther like maybe they might because of this inclusion or whatever. Best
Oscar?
picture nomination. No, it
Oh,
won't get the Oscar, certainly not.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. But maybe they'll give it a nomination because nowadays black people should come to the Oscars too.
Ian, I'm going to read your message with slight
Please do.
editing. So Ian says Oris is excited. Please tell him I'm begging him to calm down. Chris has moved on since.
You
should
can't
calm
say
down.
this. That's not
Will
true.
was just acting based on some pressure he came under and sadly didn't manage well. It's glaring. I do not need to go into the details. We all know
We
this.
all know that is true. That is
Whilst
true.
I do not support his hitting Chris, I like to think that it could have been anybody else.
It doesn't make it right,
Mhm.
my friend. Hashtag
don't
wrong
know.
ending.
I don't know about that one, but it's okay. Maybe one of us could have acted in the same way if we were in his shoes. I've never hit anybody in my life,
Neither
and
I,
we
by
have
the
been
way.
in Nigeria. Plenty of
opportunities to hit people.
Trust me, lots of opportunities. Still haven't hit one of them. Ian goes on to say, so let us chill, please. Nobody wakes up in the morning and sets out to hit his colleague in the face over a joke that everybody, including the assaulter, was laughing to just seconds ago. And by the way, we talked about, you know what? Let me stop interjecting. Continue. Things they happen, Sha. Make everybody calm down. We all goof sometimes, even if we do not make any effort to make Will. Oh, and it has gone. I lost the message. Sorry, Ian. Where did it go?
That was really long though.
Yeah, it was, and I've lost it.
Ian is really passionate about Will Smith.
Sorry, Ian. The message has just disappeared on me.
See, the ghosts are saying something about it.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, we have to move on. Nope. Even if we don't make any effort to make Will feel bad, he already has a lot of guilt feeling to deal with, and maybe for a long time. Make we calm down, I beg, says Ian. All right, we move on. Jerry Bruckheimer sounds like he wants to work with Johnny Depp.
Johnny!
Yeah. He was asked by the Hollywood Reporter if Depp was somebody a studio like Disney would put front and center again in a pirate sequel. And he was like, well, he can't speak for Disney, but he can speak for himself. And yeah, he would love that.
Yeah, he's his guy now, Abi. I think they've been about this for a long time, so I can imagine that he has sympathy. And plus, I think people don't understand how massive it was that Johnny actually was acquitted.
Yes.
His entire life could have just changed. We won't be talking about this. Nobody will be asking Jerry about it because it will be clear. So I think it's like a massive thing that he was ordered. I mean, Amber was ordered to pay Johnny because the other way around, and you can just kiss goodbye to Johnny ever appearing on like a major studios project. So I think it's probably a good thing for Jerry that the door is open a little bit for Johnny to step through. For everybody who hates Johnny, this is not good news.
I don't hate him.
But
All right.
think about Pirates of the Caribbean. If
I don't
It's
want
not,
another
it's not
one.
him, right? Who else?
yeah,
What
I
do you mean?
don't know how.
Even if it's him, I don't want another one.
Yes, they
That
should
is,
not do
well,
that.
that is true.
No.
What, it was the third part or fourth part. What was the last one?
I can't remember.
I had even
but
totally forgotten
it
about it.
felt
After the
like
second part, I was like,
100th
please,
part.
please, please,
I
please.
don't want another
No,
one.
No, but you know what Disney is doing, right? They are doing like all of these remakes and stuff.
I know,
so-
I don't want another one.
And no, but you will get another one.
But I don't want it.
Yeah, I get, but you will get one.
You've
another
given
one. I can
me-
assure you get another
I
one.
mean, it's not just Disney, obviously. You've given me Quantum Leap, you've given me Charm, you've taken all of my classics, and you've given me new and very, very strange ones.
Yeah, so you'll get another one because
Wednesday.
When
they
it's not Fast and
require
Furious.
like when you already have like an IP, so they don't have to do too much marketing.
Yeah.
So you get another one.
It's tiring.
You know what you should be scared of actually is like a James Bond series.
Oh my god, no. It's no, please.
They sold
no.
MGM.
Another one
remember?
again. James Bond series. They did
I'm
that.
saying series, not even like no. I
Yes,
don't even
again.
mean the film. I mean like
I don't
on
want.
TV. It's going to be like 30 minutes,
No,
whatever.
No.
You'll be shocked.
No.
It will happen.
No.
But it's
It will
possible.
happen. They've sold
No.
MGM.
I don't.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
possible.
let's just talk. Let's keep going. So, Yola Doche. Yeah.
Our man now.
So,
Well, my man.
he's finally succumbed to pressure and publicly apologized to his wife for cheating on her and getting married to a second wife. I'm gonna read this apology out because
But it's long. Okay. All right.
I have to. Otherwise, I don't know if you guys have seen the apology or not, but I'm gonna read it out. So he says, "I acknowledge that I hurt you deeply and I've apologized to you countless times.
I like Sope's voice in this stuff.
I take the blame for my actions. I agree with you that polygamy shouldn't be forced on anyone. You never bargained for it from the
But life
beginning.
happens.
Neither did I, but I guess life happens.
Great line by the way. That's
This,
so
yeah,
good.
this is
That's a great line.
fantastic for a film, but this is real life apology to somebody.
Yeah, but that's a great line.
And I'm not sure it's
It's a great line. Any way you want to look at it, it's a great line.
it's a great line for watching. It has emotional impact and resonance, but it's not a great line for receiving. You know,
Oh,
an
you're saying
apology.
if you are the wife and you heard,
I would not receive this apology. Because he now goes on to say, "I've been a good husband, a wonderful father. He supported her.
Self-justification time.
This is an apology with the biggest butts in the whole wide world. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. How do we feel about this?
Will Smith.
No, I know. How can you be? What is wrong with James? How are you putting assault and this in the same breath, man? This is just wrong. James, you are going off air. What
No,
is
but
this?
here's the thing, right? He says out of the 100 good things
He's
did,
done one thing wrong. He's
that
done 99 right.
he's done 99
Right.
right
Pull up
things
a
and
bonnet
one
there, innit?
bad thing. But this wrong thing is pretty giant.
Anyway, this just shows that Sope is a woman. That's what's happening here, by the way. So, of course, she takes this really, really personally. The rest of us are like, you know what? Yeah, you know, husband and wife. But Sope is like, I have to say this categorically.
But you know, you has been on a roll since this whole.
No, it's not been on the road. People have been
It's
really
been on the road.
carpeting him online, really. Almost
Oh.
daily, people are making all kinds of comments.
So I
Sope,
think,
you want to come back on air?
are we done reading the
I'm
apology?
just going to breathe.
Are we done reading the apology? Should we go?
Yeah, continue. It's long and it's very
So I think
filled with how amazing
he's made. Should I say he made a mistake? It would have been a mistake.
It's not a
if it was
mistake,
just
I beg. The
stepping
man
out,
knows now.
but deliberately. Maybe I think he also made that move. Maybe after the other one got pregnant and I was like, you know
Yes,
what,
that's
instead of
like,
just-
I think he implies it actually in the
Yes.
apology where he says something about how this happened, so I have to do this. So it was
Yes.
like he doesn't want, I guess he doesn't want his son to grow, you know, to be, I don't know, kind of whatever it is happens in
Yeah.
Nigeria anyway, you know. And so he's like, to do it the right way is to like make the mother a wife so that the son will grow up knowing that, you know, he has both a father and a mother, both of whom accepted him in public. I think that's why he did.
All I'm just saying is let's not equate this to Will Smith. That one was
No, that one.
No,
No,
just,
no,
I'm just kidding. It's not,
Ah,
it's
I
not-
are you kidding? Wait, it sounds to me, Sope, that you're making
Yes,
Will
sir.
Smith like the lesser
Yes, sir.
sinner here.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm
what
not.
that's
I'm
what it
not.
sounds to me like.
Well, you know that there are degrees and things. That's why you don't have everybody serving 100-year jail terms. I'm just
Mm.
putting it out.
So what are
there.
you saying? So how many did you give him and how many did you
For
give him?
example, premeditated murder is not the same as.
manslaughter.
Did you
As,
just-
as
did
a
you
crime
just-
of passion.
Did you just roll your
I
eyes? at me?
did because I see what you're about to do.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not the same. Just like serial killing is not the same as one-time murder.
Assault
this is
and
not
extramarital
I feel like this is not good.
You're just making all.
assault and
instances with one.
extramarital lovemaking are not the same.
We've come to the end of the show. I can't deal with
I
this
don't know what
anymore.
Oris just said.
I don't
Should I say it
understand.
again?
Oris,
No.
put your cap back on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're thinking cap.
whatever. Just let it cover you. I now understand. It comes with some small shame. Put it on your head.
Oh,
Wow.
I am not you, by the way.
That's
I'm
from 0 to 100.
married. Lagos women. I'm unmarried. Just putting it out there.
But just know that listen to him as he talks about you, Ledoche.
Yes.
Matter.
They are birds of a feather,
And
just in case.
extrapolate your future marriage.
Yeah.
Just extrapolate.
Who says anything about marriage?
You are not his one and only. Take note.
He has already said who says anything about marriage. And what I'll do for Oris, just introduce your girlfriend to me. What I'll do is I'll play her a recording of all the different clips I've taken of you saying these things.
Once Lagos women start to make their intentions known, then I will do that for you.
Just know that he's not like Drake. He does not have any Hermes bags waiting for you.
Who says? Who says? Who says?
Dude,
I have Arabian biscuits waiting for you.
social
quiet,
media.
Oris.
Tell
Oris,
us
keep
what's
quiet.
happening.
James
Yes.
Silas.
Oh, exactly.
Well, we have for listeners of the show and yes, friends of the people.
Yes.
We have the James and Oris show. Shout out to Miriam. We are done. Don't worry. Catch me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Clubhouse, everywhere. Holla at me. Let me know from Grapevine and then we'll holla back. Subscribe to the James and Oris show
on YouTube. Yeah,
We are fun guys.
very fun guys. And it's Coach
If
Cachoris.
they do say so themselves.
And it's Cachoris, CATCHORIS on Twitter and Cachoris on Instagram. And I'm back next week.
All right, and I
Yes.
will be up at 9 o'clock with you for Lagos Talks. We're going to be talking about what goes into building a national culture. How do we get to be like the Japanese but with corruption? Yeah, we'll talk about that. But
It's corruption.
but
Wow.
the thing that what I also want to say is I've got a pair of tickets to a play that I'll also be giving out during that final hour of Smooth Breakfast. So make sure you keep it tuned.
Please tell me about this culture, this corruption culture like Japan.
No, anti-corruption. Whatever.
Wait.